Hi everyone, this is Christine Sakia with Accessory Business 101, and this is a quick video on how to create line sheets. So sorry about the previous Google Hangout that was happening a couple weeks ago, but had some major technical difficulties, and I think that I have them under control now. So let's get to this. I want to use Google Drive just because I feel that it's the easiest way to do line sheets. It doesn't require that you have Publisher or any other type of expensive program, and pretty much everybody has a Google or Gmail account, and when you do have your Google email accounts, then you automatically have access to the Drive. So we're going to use the Drive. It's really easy to use. We'll just do a cover page or title page, and we'll do one demonstration of how to do your products, and you can go from there. There's no really any right or wrong way to do a line sheet, but you just need to make sure that you have some critical information in there. And the information that you need to make sure that you have is the style numbers, excuse me, the pricing, the delivery, a clear picture of your product, as well as the colors that it's offered in and sizes if you're doing that. So let me just share my screen right now, and we'll go into my Google Drive. Here's my Google Drive. Let me just go to the back there. And with your Google Drive, you can already see I'm in my AB 101 training video. And we're going to go to Create, and we're going to hit a presentation right there. So within the presentation, we're just going to hit the simple presentation, and what this gives us is the beginning of the presentation page. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just delete that guy out of there. We'll keep the title up here. I have an image already on my desktop. So we'll go here to Insert, underneath Image, choose an image to upload. We're just going to my desktop here, and this is the shot we're going to use. It goes a lot quicker if you make sure all of your shots and everything are all ready to go, and the image shots in particular, if you needed to crop any of the backgrounds, just to have a tighter shot, that you have that in there. So here's a shot that we have of our model and a Python bag. And sometimes the line sheets, you don't even have to have an image on the front page. I'm just doing an example of one. Sometimes the images can be more horizontal, especially because most line sheets are almost always horizontal, or you can, you don't even have to put one on there. But let's just put one on here, and I'm just going to put Charm and Luck. We're going to do Spring. Let's just do an all. I'm going to do all lowercase just to make it a little bit more stylized. 2014. And so you can totally adjust this. This is so easy to use, which is why I love using Google Drive for a bunch of projects that I have. I'm going to make this a little bit lower. So you can just totally play with this. Actually, I'm just going to, let's move that in there. I'm going to center adjust this guy right here. This is where you can fool around with your adjustment. And right in here, you can highlight the text, and you could change and put it to a bunch of different fonts if you want. I always just suggest you keep it with a really clean font. And then, so this will be the basics. Well, actually, you know what? I'm missing something super important. What we need to put on here is our contact information. So we'll just put, let's just put a phone number here. Let's make up one, right? And then we'll put our email address, so charmandluck.com, and then we'll put the web address. Oops. Now, obviously, I need to make this way smaller, so I'm going to drop that down to like a 12 size font. And there we go. And let me move that up a little bit. There. Okay. So I'm totally fine with that, but you can play with that. But essentially, you always want to make sure that, especially on the title page, that you have your phone number, email address, website address, your showroom information. If you have a showroom, put that on there. And in fact, I would actually suggest that you put at the bare minimum a phone number and some type of email address on all the pages in the footer, just because you never know. Sometimes you might email it to somebody and they don't staple the pages together, or for whatever reason that you need to have all of your information on every single page, just in case the pages get misplaced or they forget where, who to contact. I'm always about making it as easy as possible for people to get in touch with you when they want to place an order. So then we're going to go up here under File and, it's actually Insert, excuse me. Go under Insert, down here at the bottom where it's New Slide, and then you'll get a new page in there. So we're going to fool around with this. I just want to have a blank kind of page. I'm just going to delete these title boxes out. And we're going to drop in 2 different images here, and then we'll put all of the information in there. So we're going to get the image. We'll throw this guy in there. I'll adjust this down a little bit. And let's grab another one. And again, insert, go into image, and then okay, this is the one I wanted to use. And what's great about just using Google Drive is that you can always, since it's in your Drive, you can always just share the link with somebody or send them. You can either, oh darn, it's too big. Okay, well, you can always go and you can always send them the link, or you can go into the Drive and then invite them so they can have the link directly, so you don't have to clog up their email. So that's always something that's easy to do. Sometimes in Google, the images are too big, and then you have to go and resize. Again, if you don't have Illustrator or Photoshop or any other program, you could just go to one that I really like, which is called PicMonkey.com, and you can easily crop and resize pictures there, and it's totally free. The website is PicMonkey, so PicMonkey.com. So we're going to go with one image here, which is fine. You'll be able to get the gist of what we're trying to do. So we're going to go here, we'll hit text box, and we'll just drop it right there. You just click on wherever you want it to be, and what we'll do here is we'll put again, I'm just making this up, Python clutch, and then I'm going to use the hashtag, which means style number. You don't have to write style, you can, but I'm just going to put hashtag, and then I'll just put like PC123. Underneath that, I'm going to put the price. I'm going to do my price like that. So, and then I'll just put, okay, this is what I'm going to do for this guy. So I'll highlight this so they know what it is. And the way to read this is a Python clutch. The style number is there. A buyer knows that information. And 100 is wholesale, 250 is the retail. So you can write it like that. This is obviously a 2.5 markup. You can write it like that. They know what that means. Or you can put wholesale if you want. And then you could put MSRP. I actually just like to put retail. I think MSRP seems too lower end for our market. So you can do it like that. I just get lazy sometimes, and I don't always want to be typing all of that information in there. And then another thing that we can do is we can go ahead and add another text box, and we could do colors offered. So sometimes people will put the colors offered all down here. They'll grab like the Pantone chips, or they'll have an actual screenshot of the leather swatches or the metal color or whatever it is that you're using, the fabrication you're using, and they'll put it right here at the bottom. Sometimes people will also take it here to the top, and they'll make it more of a vertical type of thing. So then they'll put the colors underneath here. They'll put like a, you know, a gold Pantone chip, and then they'll put gold, and they'll put like bronze, and they'll put the bronze color in there. So they do things like that. You could just list it, but if you're able to actually put the product in there, then the swatch in there, I would do that. Another thing too, I'm going to throw in here my logo, which I didn't put on the front, but no big deal. I'm going to put it on the inside. So there's the logo, and I'll put it here. You know, but it could also go up here, and then you can move this guy down. Again, there's no right or wrong. You're all designers, so I trust that you have a very strong kind of aesthetic sense, and you can see what works well. Sometimes you don't have enough product to fill up a page, and that's when you can maybe take the image, like this image that I put on the title page, and then you can maybe drop it in here, because maybe you only have like 3 colors in the Python clutch. And so you're going to put one here, one here, one here, and then the page looks a little bit bare. So you can always put that in there. Another thing too we want to put in here is the delivery. So we'll go ahead and put delivery 3/1/3/15, which means March 1st through March 15th. And we can go ahead and highlight that guy, make it a little bit more bold, and I'm going to increase the font. And then the way that when you're setting up your pages for your line sheet, you always want to have your best delivery, or your most recent, or your newest collection in the front. So if March 1st is the furthest delivery that you have out, then you're going to put that in the beginning, and then you're going to put your older stuff, which your buyers have seen before, in the back. So you'll put, you know, maybe your immediate, or what you had at the last show at the back. I wouldn't necessarily ever put closeouts or anything like that on a line sheet. I've never seen it on a line sheet. Well, I have seen them on line sheets, but they're specifically like a closeout line sheet. So that's something separate. It's not something that you want to be sending off to your buyers unless they specifically said, what are some, or do you have any closeouts that I can buy, or do you have anything off price I need to pick up? So that's it in a nutshell. Just making sure that you have your delivery, you have a clear picture of your product, you have your style name, you have your style number, you have the pricing, and you have the colors offered. Oh, and the one last thing that I forgot to say, which I said is super important, is that on the bottom of every page you should put your contact information, okay? So then we're going to do that, and we'll just do 2 and 3. So we'll just put that at the bottom of the page. And I believe there's an option to do a footer in here in Google, but I'm not going to look it up right now. It's just because I'm not 100 where it is, but as is most of these programs, they have it there. So I'm just going to tap that over a little bit. And then maybe, you know, just to make it look nice, is I'll put the website at the bottom too. Or you could just kind of paste onto every page, whichever works for you. Just so they know how to get in touch with you always. There's no excuse if somebody wants to write an order. So you can see like how this is the beginnings of a line sheet, and it has, again, all the pertinent information. You go up here and you save it. And that's it in a nutshell. This is my solution to creating a line sheet, something that's very DIY, doesn't cost any money. You just need to make sure before you start, again, that you have clear pictures, you have your pricing down, you have your products with their style names, and you've already assigned them style numbers. Other than that, you should be able to get this done within a couple of hours, and you can print it on your home printer, or you can send it to Kinko's or wherever you use to have some line sheets printed out for your next trade show. And you can certainly send this link on to buyers in order to get them to get excited about your collection and hopefully buy some products for their next delivery in their store. So if you have any other questions, it's been fun to teach everyone how to create a line sheet. And if you are interested in tips like this, feel free to go to my website, accessorybusiness101.com, and sign up for my email newsletter. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.